Studio C is creating laughs and breaking stereotypes that a comedy show can actually be clean. Peter Rosen explains.
I'd say we're eager.
Whitney Call rehearses her role as a realtor.
What is the lowest price you'd be willing
negotiating
to
the Louisiana Purchase.
7 cents an acre.
You're killing me.
The sketch looks like it could be something from Saturday Night Live.
I mean, you know his troops are tied up in Europe.
But the studio audience does not.
You, they fought one war.
We just want to come up with anything that will make everybody laugh.
This is a rehearsal for Studio C, a kind of SNL for all ages.
Kids and grandparents and everyone in between.
Produced by BYU TV. The production grew out of BYU's sketch comedy troupe, Divine Comedy.
I'm getting something. Disgruntled employees, honor code violations.
And we all met there, we all worked together and wrote together there.
And we thought it would be fun to really do this, kind of full time.
3 years ago, actor-writer Matt Meese.
BYU TV had never done anything like this before. They'd never done a scripted series, and they hadn't done any comedy before.
Brought the idea to BYU TV producer Jared Shores.
It initially was skeptical, and but it didn't take long for me to jump on board and say there's a lot of opportunity and potential here.
Give thy thoughts no tongue.
Studio C gets laughs.
Stay away from all credit cards.
Out of Shakespeare.
What makes you laugh?
What makes me laugh? Awkward social situations are what I have the most experience with.
We have to
You're not actually...
They find humor.
You know what? Let me just sing this to you.
No.
Singing through difficult situations.
Everything sounds nicer when you sing, when you sing, when you sing, when
Just
you
the
sing.
idea that songs really do make everything feel...
I'm dumping you.
Softer.
I mean, I'm dumping you.
Ultimately, I think it's the sense of unexpected.
Blake, send him in.
And something that you didn't see coming.
When someone is struggling to get something.
Hold the elevator!
That sounds a little sadistic, but...
Well, I know, like Matt, for instance, he loves, physical harms humor. He thinks it's really funny when people get hurt.
It is my duty to impart wisdom to the...
He wrote Awkward Avoidance Viking, which goes around...
Oh, is this your friend from work?
Knocking people out. Really, our first mission is to make people laugh, and this right below that is to make sure that it
just say no.
Doesn't cross some sense of line that we don't want it to. We don't want to go into the crude, into the crass. Sometimes we might get upset. They're like, oh man, we feel constrained, but in actuality, more often than not, we're feeling like, this is a fun challenge that we're able to participate in.
To show the world what we've done. And I know that you've all worked so hard to do that. How's everyone feeling? You guys excited to watch a live tape in a Studio C tonight? Yeah!
Now tickets for live studio tapings are a hot commodity, and the show draws a national audience. It scored over 25 million YouTube views, and through cable and satellite is available to over 60 million households.
My head was spinning, trying to analyze.
That's why this is not Mormon humor, or even Utah humor.
What's happening?
Save me.
From what? Your soulmate?
It's not my soulmate, unless my soul looks like the inside of a yak.
It's a sketch about a blind date.
Where do you think we are? I'd say somewhere in the South Pacific.
Hey, this says we're in Milwaukee.
Or about a plane crash.
Can you build a straw hut?
I can try.
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations about whether or not we would ever use material that was BYU specific or Mormon specific, and the consensus was that we didn't want to do that so that it could have a general appeal.
Now, Shorty here's got some news from our friends from across town.
So we have to see if there's enough, if we have the talent and the strength to...
FBI, freeze! Get your hands where we can see them!
Speak to people of all states, of all backgrounds.
Welcome to the Dueling Club.
Yeah, we've had people from all over the place.
I've been cursed.
Part of the church and not part of the church.
The mission here
Just saying that they love the show.
is to make
Expecto Patronum.
Eat slugs.
Bippity boppity boo.
everyone laugh.
We know that it's working to some extent, and we hope that it'll just continue to grow.
Thanks for watching Studio C. Hopefully next time we get to see more McGonagall.
I'm Peter Rosen for Deseret News, National Edition.
Studio C on BYU TV. Finally this week, a story about a skier who can't see, but finds her guidance down the mountain through love. Here's Deanie Wimmer.
Slope. You'll always see Danielle Umstead with her Prince Charming Rob because
I have no central vision whatsoever.
He's her eyes on the mountain.
Can see maybe 4 feet, but none of it's detail.
Clear.
3, 2, 1, go.
She almost kissed a teammate once because she thought it was me.
Once?
Yeah.
Almost kissed a few. You want to go over your report card, Betty?
Yeah.
Where?
It's right there.
How do we do at school?
Right?
At 13, doctors told Danielle that a degenerative eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa would one day steal her sight. Her family helped her deal with the diagnosis. But in 1999, when Danielle lost her mother to cancer, she lost all hope and even more vision.
I spent a good 2 years feeling sorry for myself.
And then one day, her dad took her skiing.
And I was hooked from that moment forward.
Oh my God, I love skiing. And every time I have a powder day, I'm like, oh yes, this is amazing.
And through sport, I found a new life and a new meaning to living without vision and living with hope.
Danielle and Rob, a former ski racer, married a top snowbird in 2008 and made skiing together their life.
All controlled. And
We wear headsets in our helmets so that we can talk back and forth.
Now up, now hairpin up.
I'm kind of describing to her everything that's going through my head about the snow conditions, about the line we're trying to ski.
Now.
As a husband-wife team, they've traveled the world to compete, landing atop 41 World Cup podiums.
Run it out, gate corridor, move.
And after winning 2 bronze medals at the Paralympics in Vancouver, they had a vision for gold in Sochi.
Once again, she kind of hit rock bottom.
Whoa.
Danielle was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, and exhale, reach.
After losing the right side of her body,
Start to put your mind into your body.
Danielle fought back.
Hold that for an inhale, beautiful.
And did everything she could.
And let's press, yeah.
To get back on the snow.
Everything's not perfect. There's still a lot of things that aren't working right on the right side, but
now
the sport of skiing and the love of what we do is what really was the motivation to get her back to where she was.
Now 3 more. Up. Now up.
Yeah, I might have multiple sclerosis and retinitis pigmentosa, but I'm a strong athlete and I'm going to work hard to be my best.
Blind.
Now flatter. Up. Now.
But not without vision.
Even if it seems impossible, it's possible. And I accept the challenge.
Now up. Now up. Now.
Deanie Wimmer reporting. Outstanding. Have a great week, everybody. I'm Dave McCann. We'll see you next Sunday.